Hey boys, welcome back to some Supercoach, NRL Supercoach 2018. I know I haven't done a video in quite a while. Obviously, I was doing basically, I was trying to do like two per week, sort of previewing the round and then reviewing the round once it finished. But I guess when I stopped that like a few weeks ago, I just sort of, I don't know, the videos, not that many people watching to start with, and then I just sort of, it wasn't that wasn't the main reason. I'm trying to remember why I did stop. I think it was sort of, I was struggling to actually get my team done and stuff, like just before the round, so I didn't actually have time to like film a video of what trades and stuff I made. But then I just sort of, I was just enjoying playing through the Supercoach and stuff without worrying about doing the videos. But I thought I'd make a end of season video, and you wouldn't believe it. You can sort of see it right here. I actually lost the grand final, and look at the scores. We'll go through this in a second, but oh my god, okay, first off, I actually thought I was no chance of beating Benny and the Jets. I thought his team was actually a lot stronger than mine going into it, but then I should have beat him easily. I should have beat him so comfortably, and I could have had a massive score. But you'll see the overall rankings. Top 4% for that round, 14-14. Pretty good. Could have been a lot better. Season rank 1671, which is fairly disappointing. Like, it's good, but I think this was as low. I think the lowest I got to was like 1200. Like a few weeks before the final, it was like, I think it was like 1200 or 1300, and then a couple of rough weeks and I pushed out to like 2000. And then the final round, the grand final, we went pretty well and boosted it back down to 1600. But yeah, disappointing. I could have easily, well, I couldn't have easily cracked 1000 because sort of things didn't go to plan. But we'll have a look at let's have a look at the game day first, and maybe go back a couple of weeks to see how we did. But yeah, look at the scores. So let's just go through, because my goodness, dude. Like, okay, so here's the biggest one. James Tedesco was the biggest one. Now, the reason why I'm so salty about this is because I was going to captain Tedesco. The whole week, I was like, I'm going to captain Tedesco. Like, Tamalolo was a good bet. I was actually thinking of Latrell Mitchell was a good option as well, I thought. But I was 100% going to go with Tedesco. The only reason I didn't go with Tedesco was because Benny and the Jets, I looked at the preview and I saw he captained Tedesco. Now, before this happened, I thought his team was stronger than my team a little bit. So I was like, I have to captain someone else. I have to bank on, and I went with Tamalolo. I could have gone with a lot of other players, but I went with Tamalolo. I thought hopefully he'll have a massive game, and hopefully Tedesco won't have a big game. And, potentially that'll be the way I win. Now, it turns out that literally all my players just, well, actually not, that's the funny thing, like, not all of them went that good, but my matchups to him were very, very good. So let's just go through it. Cody Walker, 130. What a game to pull out his biggest score, dude. 130. Like, he had, so these were the matchups. Basically, these are basically the matchups for our differences, because we'll go our non-playing players. Obviously, I had Peachy, Madison, 44, Reese Martin. I was debating whether or not to play Reese Martin, but he was injured, so that's why I didn't. He had Martin as well. Cameron Munster, he actually had Munster, but he didn't play him. He had Sam Burgess, who didn't play. He got pretty lucky with that one as well. And then he had Johnston, who he didn't play, who actually went well. But then all these guys are the same. So we both had Tom Trebojevic, who got injured. Or got not injured, he got knocked out. Martin Tapau 60, Blake Ferguson 120, Latrell Mitchell 148. The Roosters absolutely killed it, dude. I played Jai Arrow, so did he, 52. Nathan Cleary 38, Cameron Smith 53, and Ehsan Masters 30. So, like, as you see, like, these four were pretty poor. Also, Trbojevic 20. So, I got 1,400 points, and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my players went pretty poor. Obviously, that just goes to show like how incredible the other players did, but how this final round could have been something ridiculous. But yeah, these are all the same, and then these are the matches. These are the matchups. So Andrew Fafita v Jake Trbojevic. He just picked me there, so pretty close though, basically even. Hopewade versus Holmes. So this was one where I was like, well, Holmes is like obviously potentially gonna score a lot more than Hopewade, and he killed it, 127. But my boy Will Hopewade, 126. It's ridiculous, dude. So we both had Tamalolo and Tedesco. But as I said at the start, I captained Tamalolo because I thought I had to do something different. If I captained Tedesco, I would have destroyed him, and I would have got just... I mean, I missed out on... How many points did I miss out on here? Like, well over 100. Well over 100 is ridiculous. Crazy stuff. And then Sean Johnson. It was going to be Johnson v Munster. But obviously Munster was out, so I thought that was a pretty close matchup. But he obviously played Brimson, but Brimson got 58 because he got a try, which was pretty frustrating for me. But you know, that's that. Josh Papali 95 v Kickout. So this one again, this matchup I was like, pretty even, fairly even stuff there. But Papali killed it. He got a try, and then base stats for days. Kickout was pretty shocking. Sam Burgess, I played Burgess, he did not. Burgess got 45, only in like 50 minutes, so Burgess was set to have a pretty big round, but of course he fucking got injured. I was pretty mad about that, because he didn't play him, and then he had Johnson as well, actually, so Johnson just pipped out there. You both had Cook, 70, and then big one here, Walker v Crichton, 130 to 81, so... Yeah, if I captained Tedesco, would have won. But, you know, congratulations to Benny and the Jets, Ben. He actually scored the most points. Like, he was the top scorer in our league. I'll see, how do I look at this? Rankings? Maybe go to leagues. Yeah, so we can see here. So this will be a good idea of how we went. So, the qualifying final... 1,021, bit of a shock. I want to go back to actually have a look at this because this was a shocking week, but we did win. Brock actually had a bit of a shocker as well, so I did skip ahead to the prelims there. No one had a very good week. South had a pretty good week. Oscar and Benny and the Jets pretty good as well, but it wasn't a huge week, that one. This one, I don't know what I got. The prelims, I went pretty well. 1168. Was that the week Tom Trbojevic got his massive score? It might have been. And this is a week where he got 1288, and I thought, I'm no chance. But then the big one. So, yeah, crazy stuff. I can probably go back and have a look at a couple of the previous weeks into the final, see how the boys went. Can we actually go back? Maybe not. I thought you could. How do you, I thought you'd go back. Like a round. Oh yeah, there. There you go. So round 24, I think this is the one where Tom Trbojevic just went berserk. No, it wasn't. No. It must have been the week before, I think. So this one, we scored pretty well. This is the week, actually, I bought Papali in, and he got 57. I was like, it's okay, and then he just killed it in the final the grand final, which is very, 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 very good for us. But yeah, this week it just looked like everyone went pretty good. Sean Johnson finally went pretty well. Reece Martin got injured this week. Tamalolo was a good captaincy choice. Should have captained Johnson, but yeah, that's that. Remus Smith didn't play, 125. That was a good one. Go back to round 23. That was the week where Trebojevic killed it, and I think I must have scored decently in this one. 1188, actually, not that good. Oh yeah. Excuse me. So, I didn't mention this at the start, but I've been sick like the whole of last week, which is just so infuriating. That's that's the one good thing. Well, a very good thing about doing bulk recording. So I've had like videos to upload, but I haven't been able to make videos because I was gonna do like a couple of videos on this final and stuff leading into it, but I was sick and I couldn't make videos. So very frustrating. But finally, basically gone. Just a bit of a cough now. So yeah, that's the woes, man. But this week, everyone went terrible, apart from, well, a couple of okay, so we'll go through it. I mean, Cook terrible, Smith terrible, Burgess terrible, Tapau terrible, Fafita good, Arrow okay, Reece Martin pretty bad, Tarpany pretty bad, Cleary, Johnson both good, Cody Walker bad, Peachy bad, Masters okay, Ferguson, Mitchell bad, Trebojevic ridiculous, 388. Oh, that's crazy, dude. And then James Tedesco killed it as well. So, wow, that was a terrible week. If we didn't captain Trebojevic, we would have that would have dropped like, I got 1188. I would have dropped like a fair few spots even still. So, yeah, that's this year's NRL Supercoach 2018. As you see, that's our team value, 12.5 million basically. Yeah, I think I'll lose my I used my last trade on Papali a couple of weeks ago. I'm still stuck with Gareth Widdop not playing. I had Ryan Manson back because I thought potentially he's gonna get 80 minutes, but he didn't. I had Peachy as well, but overall a pretty good. I mean, our team pretty good. I was pretty happy with this season. I'm looking forward to next season, obviously. It's going to be a long time, but they did an announcement that the Big Bash is going to be coming back. I've never actually done a Big Bash fantasy league, and I actually looked through, and they did mention that they're going to make it simpler in terms of like who you play and stuff, because I looked at like a previous season and it was so confusing because obviously there's so many Big Bash, they're on every night, and some teams play like twice in a round and stuff like that, and some of the rules were like, if you have a captain and he plays twice, he gets both those points, and it was just, honestly, if it was like that, I wouldn't play it, because it's like, pretty much, you're more picking a team for when they play rather than like the players. So hopefully, I don't know, we'll see what the rules are like, because it will still be pretty confusing, but I'm excited for the Big Bash edition of it, because like the NRL Supercoach is getting pretty big. I mean, they put a lot of funding into it, and all the podcasts and all that sort of stuff, so it's pretty big now. So hopefully the Big Bash can sort of be just as decent and just as relevant, I guess. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the season. If you played in the same league, congratulations. We went pretty well. A few guys, had pretty weak teams and probably didn't update very much. But I think overall our league was pretty solid, and the guys have finished in the top 8, and in those later rounds, good stuff. And obviously congratulations to Benny and the Jets. Maybe I should have organised like a prize for the winner, but I didn't even think about it at the start. So maybe for next year. Sorry Ben, but that's pretty much that. Look forward to more videos in the future, and I'll see you guys later.